What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more live ABBA, and as you can see here, we have a special treat. Darren sent me a package, and he included a DVD of ABBA the movie. Big shout out to you, so that will be coming in watch-along form, presumably over on my Patreon. I can't imagine that I'd be allowed to post it here in full on YouTube, but yes, I will do a watch-along for that in the not-too-distant future. And Darren also sent me a physical copy of a Frida album. I just started going through a different album of Frida's, but at some point we'll go through Ensom. I'm not sure if that's how it's pronounced, so I'm very happy to have a physical copy of that as well. And of course, shout out to Michaela for sending the Live at Wembley double CD. And we're moving through the second disc. We're about halfway through, and we're going to listen to Summer Night City, and that actually reminded me that there is a long version I think I didn't react to. I think it's from a little bit later after the original single. But yes, I believe I reacted to the initial single version, and I think it's from like the 90s. There's a longer version, so at some point after we finish going through this, I may circle back and react to that. And as people will remember better than me, when we finished Intermezzo number 1, I was thinking, oh, I'm Still Alive is next, because that is the next track on the playlist, but Michaela correctly reminded me that I had already reacted to that, but at the time I didn't label it as Live at Wembley, even though it was from this performance. So yes, we're jumping over that because I reacted to it before I began going through this release proper. In any case, Summer Night City, it has a very dramatic and serious sound. I like the blending of keyboard lines, including one with a bit of an electronic sound, with the guitar work, and it just has that really dynamic and multifaceted production that ABBA are seemingly as good as anyone else at. So curious to hear how it'll sound here, and I don't know quite what to expect from that later version, but because this is still in the late 70s, my expectation is that this will be relatively similar to the single release, but I don't know that for sure. Let's give it a listen. This is ABBA and a live performance of Summer Night City from the Live at Wembley double release. So much to say. Okay, first of all, it's good timing now that I've been finishing or continuing through this Live at Wembley release as I've started to go through Benny and Bjorn's Chess, because this one feels like it could very much be in a stage musical, and it has the drama and the visual references, whether, walking in the moonlight or some of the other phrases that feel like I'm like watching a sonic drama, if you will. So again, it feels very much like the type of tune that could be in a soundtrack to a musical. And yes, it has that serious drive to it and energy and a bit of a, heavy, I'm not going to say darkness, but yeah, it feels very serious and like there's an intensity to it. So I really enjoy it just in general, and I think here it's even a bit faster, which maybe adds to that intensity. I think their vocals are very nice, and again, the mixture of the like proper piano line mixed with a bit of like keyboard sounds and that guitar, which really stood out at the end as it was working its way toward a dramatic culmination and conclusion. That's all fantastic, but that intro, which I don't think was part of the single version I listened to, I think it just gets into the energy and the the rock mixed with some keyboard sounds right away. But here we had this like synth symphony opening that was very dramatic and atmospheric, and there was this big soundscape to the opening, and added even more like stage musical type drama to it. So it's clear they were moving in that type of direction, were Benny and Bjorn prior to doing some stuff outside ABBA in the like stage production type realm, which I get it. Like Chess, at first it was just sort of a concept album, but written to be like a story album in that way, and then actually was made into a full production. But yeah, a really incredible performance of this one. Absolutely enjoyed it. It sounds like the audience was very into it as well. Again, I get it in terms of the sonic recording, maybe it doesn't have the fidelity of the studio recording. Maybe not everyone's on board with playing tunes a little bit faster, but this one hit me as very dynamic and enjoyable, so I absolutely loved it. Let me know what you think, and I will see you next time. Peace.